Hey everyone. Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video. We're playing Domain Zoo today, and I'm trying some more versions with Preordain. So I did some testing. If you check out my last video, I played with 4 Tarmogoyf and 1 Tarfire and 3 Preordain. That was a list that did well. At top 8 did a challenge. I had a few tweaks to the sideboard, but overall I stuck with the original list and ended up getting a 3-1 in a prelim, which is pretty good. So I did like that list, but I wanted to try this version with Nishoba Brawler. So initially, when Preordain came out and we're doing some initial testing with it, the reason some players were playing Tarmogoyf because the thought process is that, well, Preordain allows you to get another sorcery in the graveyard, and now you can kind of grow your Tarmogoyf. But what I found with playing Tarmogoyf is that it is generally very bad in the first, I would say, 2 turns, and sometimes even the first 3 turns. We're just not a deck that fills the graveyard very much. So if you're in a matchup where your opponent's just not filling the graveyard, which is very common actually, like things, matchups at the top of my head are like Rhinos, like Hammer Time, even like Scam and stuff like that. Like you can end up where you just don't have enough types in the graveyard to make your Tarmogoyf at least a 3/4 so it doesn't die to Goyf. Like sometimes I had Tarmogoyf in hand and like it took until like turn 4 for it to get like big enough to be actually useful, and you just don't want to play that as like a really small creature. So what I ended up missing was actually Nishoba Brawler, and Nishoba Brawler is actually pretty good right now, I think, just because Lightning Bolt has declined a little bit. There's some scam lists who are trimming on Lightning Bolt. For a while, Murktide was trimming on Lightning Bolt as well to fit some other cards. So I think there was actually a point in time in the format when Lightning Bolt's pretty low. And also that I also like Brawler. The trample from Brawler can be relevant against certain decks, particularly against like Bowmaster, where you can say like, oh yeah, well a Bowmaster can trade with a Brawler, but generally I'm okay with that trade. It's 2 mana for a 2 mana trade. Otherwise though, against like Goyf, you can get chumped by tokens or small creatures like all the time, and then you actually can't push through damage through Goyf unless you have Scion on board. So I'm back to trying Nishoba Brawler. For most of the time I played Zoo, I've played Brawler. I've liked it better because it's just that consistent 4/3 on turn 2, which is a really nice way to curve out. With you play 1 drop turn 1, drop Brawler turn 2, and it also can trample over smaller creatures, can turn on stub, things like that. So I'm trying 4 Nishoba Brawler. The question with Preordain, I see some lists playing 4, some lists playing 3. My thought process is 3 is probably correct because you don't really want this in multiples, and in generally with how our deck functions is you're normally not going to cast it until, say, turn 3 at the earliest. So, of course, you could try to do things like keep a 1-lander. Like Preordain may enable you to keep some 1-landers. If you Preordain turn 1, find the second land, things like that. But other than that, what Preordain functions in this deck is like turn 3 or later, because basically you're going to play out your hand normally, your 1-drops, your 2-drops, everything, and then turn 3 might be the earliest where you start to run out of gas. Maybe you have to dig for another land, or you're looking for a specific answer, whether that's binding, bolt, another creature, things like that. So that's my thought process of having 3. It can get a little clunky if you have multiples in hand at once too, which again is another reason to run 3 of them. It's less likely to see that. We're not a deck that likes to, when we're cantripping with Preordain, we want to find a specific answer we're looking for. So a lot of times that's a burn spell, it could be a creature, it could be something like that. We're not just cantripping for the sake of cantripping, which you might see other decks do that have a lot of synergies with cantripping. So like Murktide, for example, is playing Expressive Iteration, playing Preordain, playing Consider, because they're trying to fill their graveyard. They have Surveil triggers off DRC, they can trigger Ledger Shredder, things like that. So a lot of times they're just trying to cantrip to, draw cards, fill their graveyard, like other purposes. We don't really have another purpose here, especially now we don't have Goyf, so we're not going to cantrip just to get a sorcery in the graveyard. We're digging for specific answers. So I would think of it similarly if you've played Legacy. To me, it feels a lot like Brainstorm, where like you don't want to just brainstorm because you can. You want to brainstorm for a specific purpose, looking for something specific. So that's why I don't love casting Preordain on turn 1 if I don't know the matchup. And even if I do know the matchup, I'll only really do that if I'm trying to find a land drop or some answer specific. If it's against like a combo deck that I need to like find an answer and not lose the game, then maybe I'll do it in the early game. But other than that, I like Preordain turn 3 or later. So I did debate whether I wanted to just run one copy of Goyf So I did a little testing with a 3-2 split of Brawler and Goyf, and I didn't like Goyf that much still, so I'm just going to play 4 Brawlers, and I'm just going back to the kind of classic mana base, if you will. Some people had cut cut planes, put it in the sideboard. I tested that list out. It worked out fine, but I figured like to me, Plains is probably going to be more valuable than like a one-off of Goyf or something. So I'm just going to move Plains back to the main deck. And we'll try it out. Now, you might say that, like, oh, well, now you have 21 lands and Preordain. Can't you cut lands because of Preordain? And you kind of can, but again, I don't think you're going to flood out in this scenario because, like, this just allows you basically to Preordain for things that aren't lands. So I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, but what I did notice is that just having Plains in the deck, yes, it can be clunky when it turns up in your hand, but when you fetch for it, which you'll do much more often than it'll turn up in hand, it's like very nice to have. And that also saves you a sideboard slot that it was taking up otherwise. So looking at the sideboard here, the big changes are I'm playing around with different graveyard hate. So I started out last league, I was playing with Tormod's Crypt because of Tarmogoyf and Unlicensed Hearse. I've seen some people play Nihil Spellbomb. I think the 0 mana on Tormod's is more relevant than the opportunity to draw a card, potentially. Like, Tormod's is very good against Scam, and allows you to kind of apply pressure at the same time. So you don't need to take a turn off to play Graveyard Hate against a deck that's like John, Scam, Living End, Murktide, things like that. You can just kind of play your threat or play your interaction and play Tormod's and go from there. So I really like that, especially in the draw. It's just a lot of times you don't have mana to like dedicate a whole turn to a Graveyard Hate if you're not applying any pressure. So that's why I'm playing 2 Tormods. We're going to do some experimenting some more with this. And now I'm also on 1 Unlicensed Hearse. So if you know me, I've played Rest in Peace as a 2-of for wherever in the deck. But I'm playing around with Unlicensed Hearse. Unlicensed Hearse tends to be a little better, I think, against like Jund, against Scam, against these kind of like grindy matchups than Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace is, of course, very good. It's the best Graveyard Hate. It's probably slightly better against Murktide, although Hearse is also good against Murktide. But I think it can just be hard to, you take, again, I'm thinking about on the draw, you take a turn off to cast Rest in Peace. You don't have any pressure. Like, it's just kind of hard to sometimes do that. So I'm trying Hearse because at least Hearse can also turn into a threat later in the game if, it gets grindy. And maybe there's games where you don't necessarily need to exile everything from Rest in Peace, but you like Hearse because it can grow into a threat later in the game. So I'm trying out some different Graveyard Hate. Again, this could change. This could be one of Rest in Peace, 2 Tormod, something like that. We'll see. The rest of the sideboard is pretty much stock. I do have now room for 1 Veil of Summer, so that'll be good against Scam, Jund, any deck playing like discard, things like that. Yeah, so that's the list, and we're gonna go through an MTGO league, and we'll see how this plays out. Okay, starting off with game 1, we're on the draw, and my opponent's gonna Thought Seize me. It's Polluted Delta in a swamp, so it could be a lot of different decks. We'll see. It could be kind of the blue-black control, could be a bunch of things. See, he takes Ragavan. That's my only 1-drop at this point. And it'll make for a little clunky hand because, I don't know what he's going to cast turn 2. Although, if he has Bowmaster, he's incentivized not to take Ragavan. We'll kind of see. Just really thinking along about this one. So with Polluted Delta, I'm thinking he might just be like Blue-Black Shadow or Blue-Black Control. Still thinking about it. Okay, he takes Kavu after much deliberation. So, let's see. If I play the Triome, he has perfect information. If I played Ragavan, he could have Bowmaster. So, I think we'll just play the Triome and pass turn. This allows me to get 5 types next turn. Okay. Thought Seize plus Urza Saga plus Swamp. Okay, so he's the discard, the Goryo's deck. So I should have played Monkey turn 1. Now he's, yeah. So this is going to be very hard because I could just die next turn. And he's going to just create a million food tokens. So I have to decide. I'll probably dash and hold up stub maybe, but I guess he could just pay for it. Okay. Dash, hold up stub. He could just pay the cost. Not really applying much pressure. Could try just hope he doesn't have it. We're going to get outvalued by this Ursa Saga very quickly and him making a million food tokens. So he knows about the stubby Ds. Is there anything gained by dashing? I mean, if he has Goryo's, I guess he has Goryo's, and I just lose, right? I can't even if I held up stub, it doesn't make a difference. So I think we just need to get a brawler on board so that we can turn on stub. So it makes sense he took Kavu here because of the incidental Graveyard Hate, where I can exile things from his yard. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very hard to win. He had an extremely fast start, and I'm on the draw. And he had, like, Daredevil into double cookbook. So, like, we could just lose now. Like, he's going to make a million food tokens. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to do with them. I guess he can make a giant token. So, I attack. He makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be a 7/7. I could Tribal Flames it. That doesn't really get me anywhere, though. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to beat these, like, huge tokens. I guess I just have to play Kavu and then hold up Stub and just hope I can, like, double block a token or something. I don't know. We're in a tough spot here. You could also argue to attack. He makes a token and I Tribal Flames it. But I think the problem with that is I'm not really applying any pressure. But I'm not really applying pressure now. I really need like a Binding or something because he's going to get a Shadow Spear if he has it main deck. Right, so this token's 7/7. Yeah, and he can just keep growing it by... He can turn it into like a 10/10. So that's probably just how I'm going to lose. Yeah, he has 8/8 token. It's going to be very hard to win, obviously. Especially if he gets Shadow Spear. Right now he has no mana for it, though, to equip, I don't think. It's another cookbook. So he'll just be able to like grow these each... Like, it's going to become a 12/12. Yeah, I can't win this game. I need a Binding, but like he just had too fast of a start. I mean, I could double block. He makes another token. Yeah, he probably just thinks I'm dumb. Yeah, I mean, we need... Yeah, actually, if we get a Binding off the top, we would deal almost lethal. Yeah, I mean, it's just so tough with 3 cookbooks and Overchase Daredevil. I didn't have the chance really to do anything. Like, he makes a 12/12. So Binding off the top would be like 1 short of killing him. I need a land. His Scion. That doesn't really do it. So we have to loot with Kavu. These stubs aren't going to do anything. I guess we attack with Kavu, loot with Kavu. Is it advantageous to have... Yeah, I guess we just attack with Kavu, loot with Kavu. We'll loot away a stub. Doesn't feel great, but I don't think I'm going to win this game. Otherwise, I guess I can chump. Do I actually need to attack here? Could I just play Scion? I don't know, I'm going to eat these construct token attacks every turn. Maybe I don't need to attack. Maybe I could play Scion, play Ragavan, try to hold on. Let's go for it. So we'll trade our Brawler plus our Ragavan. If he keeps up mana, I pop a food token. So how do I win this? I could swing for 9. Loot. It's gonna be tough. I was thinking about this a lot. Thought seizes me, takes Tribal Flames. Island Cycles. Okay. It's kind of a dangerous play. You can create more food tokens, but I guess he knows he can't die to Tribal Flames now. Yeah, that's a good start, though. Allows me to dig quite deep. But, like, what do I actually get? Should I loot first? And... Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, Bolt. So Dash Monkey. Loot something. I think we're 1 damage short of lethal, right? Right, so if we put this on top... Right, we're literally 1 damage short. That's so crazy. Was I supposed to block with... I could have blocked with Scion and then had lethal. Right, because we'll attack for 9, loot away, stub, draw lightning bolt. Or attack for 11. Oh man, this is... I can't believe... So I would have won if I kept Nishoba Brawler instead of Scion. That's the 1 damage. I would have had lethal. Otherwise, we need... That's so rough. Okay. So how do we win otherwise? Play Ragavan. Attack with Scion. Block. Ugh, this is terrible. Damn, I can't believe I missed this by 1 point of damage. Alright, I'll put him at 1. I guess I just lose then. Alright, I guess we'll just go with that line. So, we put, we go, this goes on top of your library. This goes on top of your library. Draw a card. Dash Monkey. I can't believe we're going to lose this game because of... Right. Yeah, he's at... Opponent's at 1. Jesus. Alright, well, that's frustrating. I didn't play that very well, I don't think. But also, I don't think I had much of a chance. My opponent just kind of had the nuts. Okay, I guess we'll test our graveyard hate here. These all seem good. Do I think he's playing Bowmaster? He might be. Draw, cut a couple monkeys. We need the Tear Asunders for... Oh, man, we kind of need, like, everything here, huh? Maybe I just go Natural State over Tear Asunder. I don't know. I don't want to overboard for this, so let's see, like, what we would take out. Like, Stub's probably pretty bad. Are we going to try to fight them over their combo? Or are we going to try to fight them... Like, I think they are the Goryo's deck, so I guess it's bad if they do this, but I'm bringing Graveyard Hate. It's like, it's kind of like, do I want to try to kill the cookbook, or do I want to try to... I don't know, maybe this is like too much stuff I'm bringing in. Maybe I should keep that other stuff in. Not sure. I don't want to go too low on creatures. The concern. Bolt good. Bolt's... Maybe this is going too low. I don't think he has Asmo. All right, we're going to try this. I'm not exactly sure the list he's playing. If he's playing like the popular one that's like literally just Goryo's with... and he just went with the Urza Saga beatdown plan. But now we have like a lot of answers. Maybe we overboarded. Really would love to keep this, but it's a 1-lander, and that's like so dangerous, but it does have Tormods in it. I really wish we could keep it, but I don't think we can. This is, I guess, fine. Back one of these. I think he's going to play something I can bolt. And he's playing Ragavan. I don't think so, though. Here we go. Book. Do I want to risk him getting ahead? I probably want to wait for the Saga than the Cookbook and just hope that he doesn't have like everything. And my Kavu before he thought seizes me. Okay, so we know he has no Thought Seize, or else he would have used it. He's open. We know he's got no Thought Seize. Let's just pass priority. No Thought Seize. Okay, he already has Emrakul in hand, so am I just dead next turn? I guess not if he discarded it. I have no idea what's going on. Why would he discard Emrakul? Oh, he does have Asmo. All right, well, we have Bolt. That's kind of annoying though, because now he can kill my Kavu right now. Okay, well, looks like he has more stuff anyway. He has Thoughtseize. Second cookbook. Yep. So he doesn't have Daredevil. So I think I'm safe to just Bolt Asmo and then play. He doesn't have. We know he doesn't have Daredevil in hand, so I'm not as scared about these cookbooks. Like he's gonna have to. Let me just think if there's anything else I want to do here. Let's get. I want double green or double red. I guess double red. Like he could have a second Asmo. He could have Gorios or whatever, but he hasn't shown it. Discards, so cookbook. Or I guess I should lose. That was fun. Oh no, I don't. Okay. Second Asmo. Oh my god, this is so annoying, dude. Right? Is he returning it from his yard? No. No, he's just literally getting it. That's actually really annoying. Like, am I missing something here? Bolt Asmo. Did he pay 4? I don't think he did. I kind of want to say Tear Asunder for Urza Saga, so I can't really do anything. Again, he still doesn't have Daredevil. Also, I don't have anything. Now I got Nacatl. Wham bam. So he's probably just going to start to try to make food tokens and gain life that way, because I don't think he has anything going on. Island Cycles, Lorien Revealed. So I guess he'll get a 4th land. And then I'll bind Asmo. Okay, there's the Saga, which I can't kill right now. Why did he not do this? What's he likely to do? Try to get Asmo back. I bind Asmo. Okay, we wait. Forest, do I care about that? I don't know. Gonna get back Asmo. Not gonna get back Asmo. If I pass the turn, Saga gains something. And play Asmo again next turn. He's got to be able to make 2 foods, right? In order to kill my creatures. So that's what he's going to try to do. So he's going to try to play Asmo again next turn. So if I destroy this on my turn, he won't be able to. So do it in response to him making a token, though. Or I could exile Asmo. I don't think that's very good, though. Cast. Choose target artifact or enchantment. I could try to bind the other cookbook. That's actually not the worst. Get Asmo stuck in his hand. Actually, I think he's out of cookbooks, actually. I think has he not used every cookbook? Am I losing my mind? I guess they got shuffled back in. So you have to have another cookbook. Come on, dude. Stop having these. Exiles Profane Tutor. All right. Let's get a second green source for sure. Green white. I have a lot of white sources. Zagoth. I guess we'll keep Triomes in the deck. So we're back in the same thing. He's going to try to play Asmo. So I guess I just had to risk it there that he didn't have another cookbook in hand. So he can't discard anything to make a food. You make food tokens, but he has to discard Asmo to do that. I'm trying to think if there's a reason for me to play this land now. What would punish me? I don't think there is. What's he gonna look for? Profane Tutor for Orios. No, but you'd have to have Emrakul in hand too to do that. I'd like some artifact hate off the top, please. Or graveyard hate, sorry. Again, he could get Asmo in and trade. It's fine. Could also destroy his another cookbook. That might do. So I'd probably rather play Jegantha. See what he does here. We're just gonna kill cookbook. I think this is better than playing Jegantha here. Obviously, I'm not applying a whole lot of pressure. Profane Tutor. That should make him harder to do whatever he's trying to do, though. Obviously, he can get another cookbook, but that means he has to spend Profane Tutor doing that instead of like doing his actual combo. Weird game. I don't know if I played this correctly. I think maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have saved Tear Asunder. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. This is like a tricky matchup. And again, we want to see some of our graveyard hate, but we saw it on the 7, but I don't think it was correct to keep it. He could be getting Urza Saga. That'd be kind of annoying. I don't have the fastest clock right now, and he can try to use that to get himself back in the game. Yeah, I don't think I played this like the most cleanly. I don't know how many cookbooks he actually has left, right? So he has 2 exile, or he has 1 exiled, 1 in the graveyard. I guess he does have a lot left. I don't understand. I feel like I've killed like 20 cookbooks so far. He keeps like getting them back. He's got 1 cookbook in the graveyard, 1 exiled. See what he found. Draw a card, then discard a card. So another outlet. And a Haywire Might to get back his cookbook. Okay. Okay, so we can take the Haywire Might. Keep him from having a cookbook, but he has another outlet right there. We take this, but he'll just get the cookbook back anyway. Guess we just bind Haywire Might. I don't know. We're in a like weird position. Still don't think it makes sense to play this land. Like, I haven't been drawing land. If I draw on second land, I would have. So obviously he can draw a card, then discard a card, so he can get Asmo in play, but he doesn't have a way to make food tokens. But I mean, it's a handy little combo, because he can do it again. Alright, am I just dead? Nope, Just shuffling things back into this graveyard again for the 50th time. Plays Asmo. It's another cookbook. Oh, this is so irritating. Oh man, there's just no way to get rid of his cookbooks. Maybe I was playing this the wrong way. Like I tried to attack him, but I just didn't have enough pressure. It's turn 9. Like it's just hard to keep him off his combos. He can just get back his stuff. You know, he just gets another cookbook. Cards already revealed. Play cookbook. So now we need another binding for Asmo. Maybe I was supposed to just save the bindings for Asmo and not worry about cookbook. There's the cookbook again. Yeah, it's just annoying because he has Emrakul to just keep shuffling stuff back into the yard. So Brawler. Attack. To trade Asmo. Probably got another Asmo in hand, or he's gonna sacrifice it, get it back. Actually, let's just play Jegantha at this point. Grindy game. So we know his last card in hand is we know his last card in hand? I don't think we do, actually. So he could go, yeah, draw a card, discard a card. Emrakul again. So is he had Emrakul in his hand every time? Okay, I guess that's the game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't think this is I think it's a tough matchup. It's turn 10. Obviously, I didn't have I guess it's just I didn't have enough pressure, but I didn't draw really well. I just kept drawing bindings. Maybe I overboarded, and you'd be like, oh, you saw a sideboard card. You saw 2 Tear Asunders, and if they had been threats, then maybe I would have won. Other way to not sacrifice Jegantha. Guess give him a cookbook back. One. All right, yeah, whatever. Okay, well, unfortunately, we lost again. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to save the bindings for Asmo. I just felt like he just kept getting the answer. So that was just kind of unfortunate. Like maybe I shouldn't have attacked Cookbook and just worried about Asmo, but he just kept shuffling the cookbooks back in his deck, and I just didn't have the graveyard hate to like exile them. Even though I did exile 2 cookbooks. So yeah, it is what it is. I think I could have played that better. I don't know. I'd like to say like Rest in Peace would have been big in that matchup, but I didn't even see any of my graveyard hate except for I had a mulligan because it was a 1-lander. So maybe it was not correct to mulligan there, and I should have just played Tormod's Ragavan turn 1, knowing that he doesn't really play removal in his deck. So I think this is a keep, right? Yeah. Right, because we can get Triome turn 1. Oh god, are we against Dredge? Alright, how do I win against Dredge? Try to cast something, I can try to stub it. I guess Ragavan's a good start, huh? We might just be getting dunked on this league. Okay, so we're going to start with Ragavan, accelerate our clock, and we're just going to pray that we don't get blown out by Dredge, like on their first Dredge thing. Yep. I guess they have Dark Blast, so... But I think you just had to play... I just got to play it out here. Next turn, I can hold up Stub. I can play Kavu and hold up Stub. Kavu should be good. Okay, they hit a Dark Blast already. So they can Dredge it and then kill Ragavan, which is pretty bad for me. Although I can play this land first. Right? What is this possibly? White, blue. Okay, we gotta counter this now. Oh, does it go back to his yard, though, if I counter it now? Probably should have thought about that. It does. No, it gets exiled. Okay. All right. We're doing the thing. Sterling Discovery, which we won't be casting, but we will be casting Kavu. And we can start exiling things if he doesn't go off too much this turn. Okay, Narcomoeba is annoying. And now he's starting to go off already. Because now Narcomoeba can trade with Ragavan, which is very annoying. He has nothing in his graveyard, so I think I just play second Kavu. Do I attack Ragavan and Narcomoeba? Probably not. Do I exile something? Like, these don't do anything in his yard, so... If I preordain for a land, is that kind of high rolling here? Get second Kavu, I think. Which of these sucks? If I get a land, I can double spell, right? For a Brawler, because I have so many Kavus and I need the exile effect. Okay. That is not the land I wanted, though. Not the land I wanted. Can we hang on? Maybe. So next turn I can exile 2 cards, but again, we'll see how he goes off. Okay, he's gonna go Gaze, so next turn he'll go Gaze. It's smarter to try to do something else, I wonder. Creeping Chill, okay. Again, I could just be dead. We're at 12. So we can try exiling Dredgers next turn. Okay. Fine, he had to at least use mana for it. That's at 12. Creeping Chill was tough. So I have to just basically attack and exile all his Dredgers. Okay, so that's good, but right now I can't do a whole lot with it, but start with exiling. So let's get rid of Stinkweed Imp. Let's get rid of... can't see it, of course. Thank you, MTGO. Okay, I guess the question is, do I want to hold up Stub? I think we should play another Kavu. And we just have to hope he doesn't completely go off this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to preordain here to try to find a green source. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. Maybe I was supposed to just hold up Stub and stub this otherworldly gaze. I don't know. I don't know if I like that sequence. I just wish I had not the basic planes here, classic. So, come on, dude. He just like went off there, yeah. So he hit Narcomoeba plus 2 prized amalgams, which is like remarkably lucky. Oh my god, I just got dunked on there. Alright, I guess we just lost. That was fun. This is just, we got rid of all his Dredgers, but he still has otherworldly gazes there. And we just didn't have another green source to be able to hold up Stub to stop like what just went down. Okay, so he discarded 2 more Dredgers too. Okay, and now it's over. So yeah, he had 2 Dredgers in hand, so he could discard 2 of them and then dredge a million cards. So we lost. Of course, this is like we're playing now. This is now the second matchup where Rest in Peace would have been amazing, and this is kind of just how it goes with Magic. Unfortunately, you cut like 1 card, and then Yeah, now we just lose. Doesn't really matter at this point. Can't win. Yep. So we could exile, attack with everything, hold up stub, I don't know, do a million things. I guess we could present lethal, so we should do that. And we want to exile Ox plus... or we could not exile and try to just dig deep for Tribal Flames, but he's probably just going to chomp and I lose, right? See, I don't know. I need like I don't even know what to exile right now. I guess technically Conflagrate plus Ox. So we did Ox, so now we need to do Conflagrate. MTGO, I love you. Maybe I didn't need to do this. No, I think I did. Probably blocks, then I lose, right? Yeah. Okay. So we need a binding or something like that. So Preordain. Do we crack this first to thin? We don't know what colors we need. Preordain first. Okay, there's a binding. So let's put it on the bottom of the library. Put it on top of library. Problem here is I can cast binding for 2. Bind one of these. That's still not enough though, right? Yeah, because we could play a forest. We bind 1, block 1, still take 6. Okay. Maybe this was ill-advised attack. Go to 5. Yeah, I don't know. Dredge pre-board is what it is. Right, so we could fetch shock. That doesn't get us anywhere though. So this has to be get us exactly a forest. Guess we don't need to bind now. We do kind of need to play Nacatl though. Do I just get 5 types? No, I can't. Yeah, okay. I mean, we just, I guess we just lose, but we tried. Yep, we're just barely short on life total. We needed 2 more life. Maybe I should just only attack with 1 Kavu. Play to my outs. I don't know. Dredge. Okay. Boarding for Dredge. Yes, all this stuff is great. Chained. There's maybe a world where Chained is okay. What's like not as good? Stubs are good, I think. I guess it kind of depends how I want to fight this. Like, do I want to try to like fluster their spells that they're casting, or do I want to just try to chain the threats they get back? Maybe I just fluster their like discard spells. Most of these I feel like are pretty good. I don't know what to trim on here. Couple Tribal Flames, I guess. It's just Tribal Flames is good, but is this maybe not a matchup for Preordain? I think I could buy that for $1. It's just too slow. This is a fair hand, a fair aggressive hand. I think we keep and just pray. Trying to think if there's any reason to go, I guess red, white, green, blue, because we want separate lands. Thing is, I could stub stuff without, like, you could Dark Blast is 2 mana, I think. Oh, I don't remember. I want to mulligan to 4. Okay. Assuming he's trying to find like an answer to Graveyard Hate. Jokes on him, I don't have. Wonder if it's correct to like just hold up stub here and then try to like stub his first spell. Like sub this gaze. But I mean, next turn I can play. Come on, dude. What the fuck? I hate this so much. I don't know if that's a correct play. Maybe I should have just held on and tried to, you know, stub. I could actually stub something he flashes back here. Or where I do that. I don't have that much pressure, though. Not very mana efficient. Could Thought Seize him, take one of his spells, and then hold up stub. Although my life total does kind of matter here. Bad if he has, like, dredgers in his hand. That will stay in your hand. Go in the graveyard. I guess I could have just let him play. No, I don't want to put the Thug in his graveyard. Never mind. What did he just get, right? We'll go Gary Thug. Yeah, he's obviously trying to put that in his graveyard. Okay. Maybe we can win this game. I don't have the most pressure, but we do have a Ragavan that's alive. Big deal. Or your opponent could just top deck Dark Blast. Yep. We need blue. Blue source. We could double spell here, but I think it's better to probably hold up. Play Scion and hold up something. Although it could be correct to just try to jam and pray. We need a blue source. Let's get Steam Vent's probably fine. Double red. I think if it makes sense to get a Triome here. Go Steam Vents. Again, we might not be fast enough to win because now he has a Dredger in the graveyard. So if he hadn't top decked that Dark Blast, I think it would have been in pretty good shape. Now he has an Ox, and he can already play the Ox, but I do have Binding for the Ox, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, baby. He doesn't respond to this. Okay. I think we're just going to crack this Tormod's in his upkeep. Or when he tries to flash back something, maybe. Actually, let's just do it now because he'll be able to cast Gaze if I do it. Don't quite have lethal. Now I do. He taps that. Not sure what he would have in hand. That's trying to just hope to gain a bunch of life. Okay, that's not so great. Third world where I need double binding? Probably not. Third world where I need Jegantha? Probably not. Okay. We know he has... Okay, we got there. Sweet. All right, that was good. We recovered. What do you know? Post-board, our matchup against Dredge is much better. We saw our Tormod's Crypt. Now, on the draw, is it correct to mull to Graveyard Hate? Maybe. He mulled very low. I assume was to find some kind of artifact-based hate, but he didn't seem to have it. I don't know if this is a keep. I guess it's a keep. I have no pressure, though. Right, what I do with 4 lands? Play this on turn 1 and then just lose. I guess I can draw into action. What's at 5? Thought seizes the Tormods away. Okay, now my hand does nothing. But my opponent's hand also does nothing. Creature. Yep. I mean, that's not bad, actually. Do I just let him take this? Like, what am I gonna do? Stub? Sure, man. Just keep casting your Thought Seizes. I don't think, like, stubbing this accomplishes much. The Zagoth Triome. Got 3 cards in hand. Nice draw. So Stub will be online next turn. Hopefully my opponent doesn't go off too much this turn. He's only got 3 cards in hand, though, and no second land. I don't know exactly what he kept, but... Okay, it's a very good draw. Let's just attack. It's a 12. Do we want to just play Forest here and then hold up Stub? I think so. Watch our life total. I don't think Binding's going to be that relevant. Maybe I should trim on Bindings in this matchup. Not sure. That's like Tribal Flames is better than Binding in this matchup. I'm just trying to race them. Alright, we got there. So he must have not had a second land. So we managed to beat Dredge once. We got blown out by... well, not really blown out. They were close games. We lost to kind of that Rian, Asmo, Gorios deck. I still think I could have maybe played it a little better. Again, I'm not that familiar with that matchup. I played it like a couple times, but, you know, should I be attacking the cookbook? Should I be attacking Asmo? It's kind of like unclear. Obviously, if I had just seen Graveyard Hate, I would have been in better shape, but at least that game, I saw Graveyard Hate. My opponent kept Thought Seizing me. I didn't really care that much about. And I ended up drawing into threats, but I guess it was good that I didn't mulligan because they had Thought Seize in hand. They had double Thought Seize, so me mulliganing low might have been worse. Okay, I am back on the play. This hand is good. We're going to keep it, and opponent has nothing. We'll start off with a Wooded Foothills. I doubt there's something I'm going to want to stub on turn 1. The exception might be if we're against like Amulet Titan and they try to play an Amulet, then I'll probably stub something on turn 1. But other than that, it's most likely. And I obviously could Preordain here on turn 1, but my hand has lands and spells. So in an unknown matchup, I don't think it makes sense to Preordain right now. I think I would rather wait until, say, turn 3, where I can potentially Preordain plus Brawler, or, you know, I have options. I just like, I have plays for my first few turns, so I don't think it is obviously more mana efficient to Preordain, but even with Preordain, I can't set up my draws that well. I'd have to fetch the following turn, and that also turns me off from playing Scion, so I think I'm just unlikely to Preordain here on turn 1. Even if it could set me up for a better draw, but again, I don't know what I want to draw into right now because this is an unknown matchup. Okay, just go Foothills Pass. It goes tapped Blood Crypt. Okay. Might need double blue, so trying to just think this out for a second. We'll just go, yeah, we'll just play Zagoth. Okay, so we're just gonna jam Scion here against a red-black deck. They sometimes don't have great ways to deal with it. Like, it doesn't die to Fatal Push, mostly is what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna jam it now. You could argue to jam Kavu, but Kavu dying to Fatal Push is pretty bad. Obviously, like, they both die. This dies to Fury. So, like, if he scams Fury here, then, yeah, I guess that's bad for me. But if he scams Fury, he could still kill Kavu anyway. So I'm going to just jam Scion in this position. If my opponent wasn't on, like, these colors, then I might do something else. Yeah, that's fine. Again, he's just on scam. I guess the question is, do I want to get a basic now? If I get a basic now, I have like double blue in hand, which is kind of annoying, but I could also kind of insulate myself against Blood Moon, but it's also unlikely he has main deck Blood Moon. Would save me some life total, so maybe that's a reason to do it. Okay. He's got Bowmaster. And try to like trade his whole board, basically. Or maybe he's just gonna scam Fury. So what does he most likely have? He most likely has Bowmaster, right? So I could attack with everything. Honestly, like if he trades like his whole board for Kabu, he does have a lot of cards in hand. That's a little concerning. So I think I might just attack. I kind of like my hand. Attack now. I don't think I want Tribal Flames Ragavan. Still expecting him to have Bowmaster in hand. I don't want to preordain into a Bowmaster, I don't think. Don't really need to preordain right now. Still have gas in hand. Where'd you go from here? They didn't have Bowmaster, so again, he's got a lot of cards in hand. I'm just not really sure. Maybe he's going to try to Fury Scam now. Guess that would be kind of a blowout. That's exactly 8 damage. I'm not really sure what my opponent's doing. Okay. Again, if he wants to ping with Bowmaster, that's fine. I don't really care about that, right? I want to save this WD for some more juicy. Like, you get Ragavan back, cool. I do 10 damage to you this turn, and then you're dead. Right, unless you have exactly Bowmaster. Okay. Still don't really care. Don't think it was correct to do that. Do we want to grow the thing with the stuff? Am I supposed to? Maybe that's just a fetch here. I think we will grow the Bowmaster. Kill Bowmaster. Do I care about Bowmaster? I don't know, it's gonna be annoying to keep doing me damage. If he has it's kind of a bad exchange though to do this. Do I care about more about Bowmaster or do I care about Ragavan? I think I care about Ragavan. Yeah, it's not correct though with 2 Preordains in hand. I think it is correct though. Like, I'm not going to use one of these Preordains right now. I think I'll just wait. We know he doesn't have another Undying spell in hand. We will stub that. Obviously, if he just goes land into Terminate, then is what it is, but I don't think he's got that at this point. He would have used it earlier. I think at this point I will crack this though. Another red source, a blue source. Let's go. Oh, I can't get another red source. Okay, so we can go green, blue. Get double green pool. Nope. Attack. I don't want to loot. Maybe he blocks. Goes Undying, and I can bolt it in response. I guess that doesn't really work. I have to bolt. See what he does here. He has another Undying spell. Could still have it. At 8. If I bolt now, he has another Undying spell. He blocks there if he has another Undying spell. Maybe this is a loose play though. Looking for something I can cast. That is indeed something I can cast. So let's put this on the bottom of the library. This on top. Okay, Preordain. Looking pretty good right now. Got 3 cards in hand. Don't think any of them are removal spells. Maybe it's a Fury or something. Trying to hard cast Fury. Dothy, okay. Can't block, so you gotta have something else. Terminate. Okay. Fear and Fury. Wow. Really wanted me dead, huh? Okay, well, that was his whole hand. Let's see what he pitched. So he's going to try to beat me down with Dothy, but he doesn't know that I have Preordain in hand, so my top decks are going to be a bit better than average. If I draw something good, I have to be cognizant of playing Preordain because of that's not something that's that good. I think I'm gonna just give him the chance to play Preordain. He'll be able to try to and draw a card, but that's what it is. I think he'll find something better. Man, that is something better indeed. So I guess we'll just put on top and then on top. Do I want stub? Do I want to draw it or not? I guess I'm going to draw it now. Maybe I don't need it at this point in the game, though. So obviously Preordain's looking pretty good in this type of matchup. Just allow me to dig for what I need. Opponent's dead. Literally has 1 turn, so he's going to probably try to cast Preordain. Sack Dothy to cast Preordain. I don't know if he has in top deck like exactly a removal spell, and he's already used a lot of them. Yep. He's already used 2 Terminates, 1 Fury. So, I mean, you can find other stuff, obviously, but Fury doesn't help him that much here. Yeah, what I figured he was gonna do. I still think it was better to play that than not play Preordain and just play Nacatl. Maybe that's not correct, but I think it is. One top, one bottom. Okay. Another Dothy. Okay. Terminate. Ragavan. Okay. So we're still in a pretty good spot here. A lot of good draws. Plus, I'll get another look with Kavu. He has to block one of something. He has to kill his monkey. When it's got an upkeep stop, it looks like, which is really exciting. Oh yeah, wait. I know what my draw was. It was gonna be Stub. Ah, why did I put Stub on top? I guess I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I don't think Stub helps me that much at this point. Like, what do I probably want a removal spell. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put Stub on top. Although it's not a land, so I already did it. You could argue this is greedy. Okay, well, it paid off, so. We got to dig deep. So normally in a game with Zoo, you're not digging 22 cards deep on turn 8, but a couple Preordains, some looting with Kavu, and all of a sudden we've gone pretty deep in the deck. Pretty handy. Okay, post board, what do we want? We want Chain for sure. We want Veil Summer, probably not in the draw. On the play, we'll put it in. And I like the Graveyard Hate. And I like Tear Asunder. We're a little more concerned. Okay, so the big question is, people ask is like, do we cut all Ragavans on the draw? I still actually like Ragavan, even on the draw against Bowmaster decks, and that's kind of as an out to Blood Moon. So I'm going to keep 2 in. You can still dash him. I think Stubby D is pretty bad on the draw. There could also be a world. I'm going to just take all of them out. Maybe I just cut a Tribal Flames here. So, yeah, something like this is what I'm thinking. I have 2 Ragavans still to dash. I think it's good as an out to Blood Moon. Like, there's stuff where it's good. Maybe on the play, I'll bring in a Veil for something. 1 Brawler, potentially, because I have Bolt. You could argue for that, I think. I'm trying to think for a second. Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe on the play, I bring in Veil. Yeah, I'm taking out the Stubs. Like, Stub is fine. Obviously, you saw me stub a Fable the Mirror Breaker. Stubbing a Blood Moon's good. It's just not as good on the play, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. It can be mediocre because a lot of their good threats are like Dothy, Grief, Fury, Ragavan, Bowmasters. Like, you can't stub any of those, so you just end up with like having stub in hand. Can't do anything. I really don't want to mulligan this hand, but I don't have a second land. On the other hand, I do have 2 bolts, so he scams me. He has to take both bolts. I still think I have to mulligan this. It's too risky to keep. Okay, this is fine. Keep, let's see. Likely to get, I don't know, we'll just put Breeding Pool back. Oh, actually, this is kind of annoying. So I can't really play I might be getting scammed anyway, but now I can't play Temple Garden turn 1 to play Nacatl because I won't have mana to do what I want to do. I'm getting scammed, that's fine. It'll take maybe my 2 threats, but then I can preordain into something good. If he takes Preordain here. Again, we're kind of in trouble if we don't draw another fetch because of how I did this. I should have... Keeping the Breeding Pool wouldn't have helped us that much, though. Okay, he takes Preordain. That's kind of to be expected, so... Okay, so we did get bailed out, right? Because now we can go green, white, red, blue. So let's play our 2/2 Nacatl so it doesn't die to Bowmaster ping. Obviously, we're fetching Shocking here, and life total is going to matter, but we need to get a threat on board and get our land types. Yep. Yep. Again, I'm expecting Bowmaster. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a very good one. See if he taps out here. If he has Bowmaster. He does not seem to have it. Maybe he does. Maybe if I do this, he will. At 10, which isn't a lot. So I think it's smarter to wait until he attacks to try to kill this. Like, obviously he has another Undying spell, he has another Undying spell, and I live with it, but at least I'm not taking the damage from Grief. He does that. So no Bowmaster in hand, no Fatal Push, maybe no Bolt. Could still have an Undying spell. Could just jam Blood Moon here. Okay, does not have an Undying spell. Let's see if he tries to jam Blood Moon. Does not have Blood Moon. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Start with the attack. What does he have in hand? No Fable, no 3-drop, so maybe he has another Grief in hand. No Bowmaster, so I'm guessing it's like Grief. Yeah, he's trying to hardcast a Grief here, maybe. Isn't that big a deal? I don't think. Yep. Cool, 3/2 you got. Crack this fetch to get 5 types, or do I get a basic? I'll get 5 types. Don't know what I'm gonna draw. Let's go Savai, I think. Okay. Another Nacatl's not bad. I could try to double block the Grief. I think I'm just gonna attack. Also a world where I grab Jegantha, but I think my life total is probably more important than fetching. I guess I could double block and then Hearse if he tries Undying it. That would have been good. Okay, Fable is pretty annoying. Yeah, I forgot I had Hearse could turn off the Undying, so maybe I should just not attack with Nacatl. But on the other hand, the race is on. So I think it's correct to still attack here. I will draw an answer to Grief at some point. That is not an answer. Okay, so we can't attack. What if he has Fury in hand? It's pretty bad for me. Let's think for a second, right? So if we attack, he doesn't need a block, take 6. But if we activate the Hearse, he this is now 4/4. Okay, so we do have to double block the Grief. Okay. We will get Jegantha now. I guess I just lose if he goes like Fury or something. But I guess I can crew the Hearse in response. Not the end of the world. We can't attack here. We'll be able to dig for a lot of answers. What am I dead to? Am I dead to a removal spell? No, I'm not dead to a removal spell. Discards 1 card. So does he have Fury? He can still block Grief. Doesn't attack with Goblin Shaman. We have another Grief. Fury. It's like Fury. Rock. Okay. All right. So that's a problem. So we need a creature off the top. So we know it's no Fury in hand. So we don't have lethal if we swing with Nacatl. So attacks with the 4/3 Turok. I guess I block. Go from there. Another Grief. Okay. Did I play this correctly? Was I supposed to maybe block with a Hearse on Grief? I wouldn't have stopped Undying, though. You could still have Undying card in hand. Give me more time to draw more action. I have a hard time getting out of this one. A Brawler. So if I attack with everything, so the problem is he'll create a token that's a copy of Grief, and I think I'll lose anyway, right? If I attack with everything, he chumps here, and or no, he chumps here, swing back is 7. I lose that way. So if I don't attack, he makes a copy of Grief, swings with everything. I can only double block 1 Grief, and then I take too much damage. Yeah, I think I just lost. Right. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, but he can just chump it with like the Goblin Shaman or something, and then make his copy, and I lose. I guess I can still. I'll kill one of his creatures by doing that, though. It's not the worst. But I guess I still lose, right? Because he has 2 Griefs attacking me for 6. Plus, I could block Turok with... Turok could trade with Nishoba Brawler. Or do I want Nacatl to trade? Because... Probably one... I guess he's not going to know for these blocking decisions, so let's go with... Crew... If he has an Undying spell, I just lose. There's not really a way around it. So I have to hope he makes a blocking mistake here. He should just block with a Goblin Shaman. Okay, he does. Okay, play Brawler. Okay, so now I think I live. If I trade Brawler for Turok, as long as he doesn't have another removal spell. You just attack with Griefs and hold pat. Not the worst idea. Yeah. Okay. Still not lethal. Oh, it is lethal because I only have 6 life. I'm an idiot. Alright, that was fun. Again, I didn't have a way out. Yeah, and he has Terminate anyway. Okay. I thought I might be in a good spot, but I guess not. I'd have to think through decisions I made. I'm not sure I would have played any differently. What, he scammed me turn 1. I drew into more action. I took some damage, was able to kill the Grief, but couldn't just apply enough pressure. Turok's an interesting choice because I have like Lightning Bolt in my deck. Good to know that he has Turok though. God. Awkward. We're gonna keep though. Oh, we should run Veil. I talked about doing it, but I guess we didn't. Yeah. And it's scam proof. Not really, but decent. Okay. So I could try to do red blue. The upside of doing red white black is that there's a world where I draw another fetch land and I get 5 types to play 5/5 Kavu. This is smarter. So I don't have blue mana right now. Okay. He has a lot of cards in hand. So most likely I play Scion. He has removal spell, potentially Scam Fury or something. So I kind of just want to deal with this Ragavan, although maybe not correct, but I just don't want to. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing too scared. Should just jam a threat, make him have it. Have a handful of threats. I just feel like he's sitting on a removal spell. That's the only reason you play a turn 1 Ragavan on the draw. Or he's sitting on like Scam Fury and trying to have me like set up a creature or something to do it. So I'm going to try to disrupt that plan as much as possible. Obviously, you can go Blood Moon, so I'm going to jam Scion next turn. I'll get another land. Okay, so now you Scam Grief. Cool. I have to take Tribal Flames. I have to take probably Kavu. Three cards in hand. Yep. That's good. In fact, so good. Play it right now. He knows my hand. See if he has Fury. Something. Terminate. Grace is on. I guess you could jam Blood Moon here. Maybe he does that, and then he just had turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Scam, turn 3 Blood Moon's pretty good against me. Okay, or you just have a Fury too. He's scamming it. Now evoke trigger first. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think should we upkeep Bolt here? Probably. Maybe unless he taps out. Still upkeep Bolt. Like, he probably doesn't have another Undying spell, or else he would have used it on Fury. Okay, he's got 3 cards in hand. No third land. Plays Ragavan. Don't think he has a way to kill a Scion. Oh, I love Scions. We'll play around Fatal Push by just jamming Scions. Also, the flying is very relevant. You'd have to have another Fury in order to do this. Also doesn't shrink with Blood Moon, notably. We're going to block if he attacks the Ragavan. I think he needs the third land to do something useful. If he plays third land first, then no, we're not letting Ragavan hit us. Okay, another Fury. It's a scammed one. Nope. Evoked. So is he going to like Blood Moon me now? That'd be kind of annoying. Last card in hand. We've survived 2 Furies and a Scammed Grief and 2 Ragavans. Kavu's kind of annoying. It's not amazing though. It'll be a 2/2. Okay. Not much going on in hand apparently. No Blood Moon. No 3-drop. Okay, Bolt's interesting. We don't need it right now. We need it at all? I mean, Kavu will allow him to dig for stuff. The question is, do I begin combat, like, Bolt the Kavu, maybe, so he can't loot? I think his hand kind of sucks. We'll see. Let's wait. Bolt Kavu. Should we just Bolt face? What could he have? No, we're gonna Bolt Kavu. I think his hand sucks. So and if he has Bowmaster, he's got Bowmaster. Good deal. Yep. Again, I'm still winning this race. Still think that was correct play to do. He does have another land. It's on a 3-turn clock. Binding's kind of useful. Don't need it right now though. Let's see, what could he do? Do I just grab Jegantha now? Like, what am I scared of? Like, I grab Jegantha now, then he could play a Grief. He's got no cards in hand. So, what's the downside of grabbing Jegantha now? Like, what do I need to hold up this Binding for? I don't actually know. We'll grab Jegantha. Even though it might not be relevant, I just think we're going to be mana efficient, and I guess he could jam exactly Blood Moon, and then you still die, though. I don't know. Maybe this is not correct, and I'm just like, hey, it's not going to go long enough to need Jegantha. But if top deck's removal spell, I'll look smart. Or he'll just get a land. But again, he's kind of in trouble now. I'm going to be able to win this race. Got 1 turn, basically, to top deck here. Okay, second Scion, pretty sweet. All right, I think we're going to get there. Now he... Actually, I don't think he can win now. Yeah, I'll crack his fetch. Yeah, so, all right, we got there. Sweet. Kind of how Scam goes. I wonder if I could play that game 2 better. Okay, I'm back for round 4. This hand is awful, so we're going to mulligan this. And is weird. Probably keep, put back Overgrown Tomb. And then Triome turn 1. Obviously, I wish I had a fetch land, but we'll make it work. Do my opponent's on. Decide what to go. What I'll do turn 2. Oh, weird. Okay. Probably gonna just bolt that. So it's kind of a waste of a turn. Also a world where I could dash Ragavan. Like that. And then just bolt it anyway. Either trades with Ragavan or... Yes, I like this plan. Yep. So basically use Ragavan as a removal spell. I think that's fine though. Basic Force is kind of weird. I don't know if he's on Yawgmoth. Okay. Is this just the food deck? Okay, second. I would like a land, please. Yes. Sweet. These food decks are everywhere. I guess that's why Hidetsugu's good. Fortunately, Rest in Peace is also very good against these kind of decks. Okay, so now can't make a Saga token. Interesting choice. Attack for a bunch. He just has like the combo and I just lose. So it's possible. Can't do much about it. If I draw a red source, I have lethal, close to lethal. Not making tokens is kind of weird move. So it goes drum. Maybe he does have some kind of just the combo now, and I'm just dead. I think so, though. I think he needs more resources to do it. Yeah, there's Samwise. So another non-token creature, create a food token. He doesn't have a lot of foods. He can create one food token. Got 1 mana floating. Another halfling. Okay. Yep, you can create food tokens. So he is actually dead. Well, he's not dead, but he's got a block with the halfling. Give me a land, please. Which land? Scion of Draco. Not a land. Okay, let's attack first. All right, we got there. Opponent got greedy and blocked and respect Tribal Flames. Of course, if we had drawn another land, then we would double Tribal Flames him. Okay, so what do we want to do against this? Samwise, food combo. I think we just need all the graveyard hate. Probably need the Hidetsugu stuff. All right, so what do we need? We need bring in Tormods, graveyard hate, Hidetsugu. Do we want Tear Asunder? I guess Tear Asunder is good because it like exiles. Is natural state better though? This is kind of annoying. This isn't doing what I wanted to do. All right, what's not good? Stubbs seems awful. So let's take out Stubbs. Monkey on the draw seems not amazing against like the Saga deck. Maybe that's incorrect though. Chain to kill Samwise. Natural state to kill Saga. What else do we want? Hey, Tormod's isn't even that good. Okay, I guess we want to trim on 1-drops. So, like this, because we're bringing in Hidetsugu, Tear Asunder. Like, I guess the question is always like, do I want to? I guess Exile's better because of the Samwise effect, and like he can return Sagas to his hand and stuff. But like his natural state also necessary. I don't know. This is kind of like another weird food deck where I'm not sure about. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Chain to the Rocks, but he probably plays Haywire Might. Chain can be meh. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I think we have to keep this hand. It's like a good fair hand. It might just lose to like his unfair stuff, but I think I have to keep this. He also, I think, plays Thoughtseize. Show me a bolt. That's not a bolt. All right, we might just lose now to like turn 2 grist or something crazy. Lead with Nacatl 2/2. Sure. Not much else going on. Maybe if you go Saga turn 2, I can Tear Asunder it. That'd be pretty dope. Garden. All right, we'll see. We'll see what my opponent does. Leads with Halfling, Force and Halfling. Second Halfling. Oh, he's just not mana. Wire Might, okay. Not that big a deal. Okay, we're doing okay so far. We can go like this. Now, the question is, do we want to kill a Halfling because he's like got no mana? I don't just want to play another threat though. Up to 1 lander. If I had a bolt, I would bolt a Halfling, but I think we just keep applying pressure. And maybe I get like blown out by some crazy stuff here. Although I guess he could go land Coco, but he doesn't have a land in hand. He would have played it. Oh, he gets Gingerbread Gavin. All right, that's sweet. We'll tap land action. Yeah, I'm dead. They're paying 1 million grist. Chatterfang. Okay. I think we got killed Chatterfang probably. Preordain. So he'll probably make a bunch of tokens next turn. So also try loot to find something else. My hand is so good though. I think we play land, attack, try to loot. I don't know, I like my whole hand though, is the problem. Like maybe he blocks the Chatterfang. I don't think he's gonna do anything like that, but I think we attack. I don't know if I'm playing this correctly. Actually, we missed point damage there. I should have done that. I didn't do that very well, huh? All right, we'll just wait then. So let's kill. Is there a world where I could have killed him this turn? Next turn? No, I think just have to respect the combo stuff. Little Chatterfang, go from there. Should I have chased 1 point of damage there? Okay, that was very good. That killed Chatterfang then. Tear Asunder that. He doesn't have like land cookbook. Just has nothing. It's also fine with me. Could be holding up a board maybe. I want another blue source. Let's see, he's got cord. No, he doesn't. Zagoth. Right, so to give me another blue. 5/5. Okay, so there's no way that he would say block. So he probably chumps here, here. I think we attack first. I could also, okay, what else could I do? I could Tear Asunder. I could loot. I could play Scion, give this first strike and trample. Give this trample. So that, I think the problem with that line, I think the problem with playing Scion is that if I let him untap with this Academy Manufacturer, I feel like I lose. So I don't think that's correct. What would I loot here, though? I love everything in my hand. Loot Preordain, loot Nacatl, right? So we could say Tear Asunder, Academy Manufacturer, attack, attack. I think we're gonna attack with everything, and I guess there is a world where I cast Nacatl this turn. So I think I still want my whole hand, even though another land I guess could. Maybe I'm supposed to dig for another land. Feels wrong to discard Scion in this situation, right? Is it correct to discard Preordain? That doesn't feel right either, though. But I guess if I get another land, what can I do? I can Tear Asunder plus Scion. think we. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Right, I kind of want all these. I don't know. This might not be correct. We'll exile a card. See how he blocks. Are we really doing this again? Like, what? Is he gonna try to like cord for something? What is this? I don't understand this guy's MO. But hey, man, you got it. All right. I was certain he was gonna block there. Obviously, even if I didn't have Tribal Flames in hand, I could have played Preordain, dug for removals per burn spell to win it, but I don't know what my opponent was doing. All right, so we're 3-1. We're going into round 5. Let's see if we can get another win. Okay, back for round 5. I'm on the draw with this hand. Let's see. Green, blue. This hand's not awful. It's not that good. It's a 4-lander, stub, Preordain. I think we keep unknown opponent. We can potentially get some more at this hand. Ooh, we're up against Tron. All right, so how are we going to win against Tron, you would ask? And the answer is... probably just going to jam Nacatl turn 1. Oh, Monkey's even better, though. Red, whites. Yeah, we got to jam Monkey here. Try and think if there's a reason to maybe go red, blue. To allow us to, like, hold up... no, I think we should go Monkey. Then hopefully we can hold up stub. It won't be turned on, but we can hold up stub next turn unless we draw a 2-drop. Come on, man. What the hell? Alright, we might be in trouble now. So now we can't, like, do both, right? So now we just have to jam and hope that he, like, doesn't have turn 3 Tron. So, but if I had gone the other route, I could have had blue and green on separate mana. I didn't think that he would have main deck Warping Whale. Ugh, man. So I got kind of punished for that line. I'm trying to think if I should have done it differently. Maybe I should have just gone red-blue. Be like, hey, next turn at least I can, even my Ragavan dies. But I just wasn't thinking main deck Warping Whale isn't super common. It is obviously common sometimes, but he doesn't have it. Good for me. Actually, very good for me if you let me on tap here. Okay, we start attacking. Preordain, probably just want to jam now. Probably Scion on top. Can't play it this turn though. It's a little clunky. And then Bolt. Bolt's not bad, but I think it's fast enough. So maybe Bolt on the bottom. I mean, they're both decent. Scion on top. The question is, do I think he has... do I want to hold up stub to try to stub him setting up for Tron, or do I want to just play Scion now? I think I just want to play Scion now. He has Natty Tron, blows me out. He has Natty Tron, blows me out, but I don't think it's likely. Like, he's probably has whatever the other thing is in hand. The 2-mana one. Ancient Stirrings? Or is it the other one? Still in Scrying. Right? Now he's gonna go Stirrings. They're still in Scrying, sorry. Yeah, so he gets Power Plant. I don't know what he would cast off Power Plant, nothing. Okay, sweet. Now we have double stub. Pretty good. Thanks. Okay. I think we just do it all this turn. Attack for 7. Dawkins Team Vent. Pay 2 life. Go red, green. Play Brawler, and now we have double stub up. So if he goes like ring plus whatever, we can deal with it. I guess if he goes Ulamog, I like lose. Yep. We'll let that resolve, I guess. I don't think that's correct though. Yep. All right. I guess you could argue, like, do you keep Karn? Do you let him get Karn? I guess he gets like one ring there, and they could stub one ring. But I had two of them, so I was like, nah, I don't know. I'll just use one of them there. I think that was fine. Right, we got there against Tron game one. Game one's usually, well, it was easier because my opponent just took a turn off to cast to kill my Ragavan. All right, let's bring in the Tron tech, which is basically just Tear Asunder in natural state. This matchup's pretty favorable already, so you don't need a ton of stuff. It did get a little less favorable with One Ring, but I don't know. This is a Preordain matchup. I guess I did use it last game. It was pretty useful. But like Preordain's kind of slow, and I don't think this matchup doesn't turn like grindy very often. It's basically like, do they get their combo or not? So maybe one bolt. Okay. I think this isn't a Preordain matchup, especially on the draw. You're just not gonna have time to cast it. Obviously, it was good that game, but I think post board he'll have a different approach. And I don't know. I think I want to keep my plan A stuff in. Okay. I think we got to keep this. It's a 4-lander, but we have some ways to disrupt him early. Let's see how many my opponent keeps. He's at 6 right now. He begins with 6. Okay. Okay, so interesting. No star, no sphere, no nothing like that. What does he just have? Natty Tron? He just like kept it. That's not a good draw. I'm trying to think if I should get a Overgrown Tomb with this, or if I should get blue mana. I guess if I top deck, like, my life total doesn't matter that much in this game. I guess we'll just do. I can go green, black, red, white. No, I think we'll go green, blue. Just do it. You have Dismember. Honestly, if he dismembers this, I'm not mad. Maybe that's what he's holding out. And no Dismember. No star, no sphere. There's the star. Maybe he just didn't want to play it because he didn't want it to get killed. So I have Tron next turn. I'm kind of in trouble now. This is just the reality of being on the draw. Let's see what he gets, though. Maybe he doesn't find Power Plant. There's a world where he doesn't. It's taking a while with it, so maybe he didn't. Okay, rebuilt Forest. All right, that's very good for me. So he either has Natty Tron or he like didn't find what he was looking for. Either way, I hate it. Oh, that's good. We're just gonna jam that. Yeah, and if he has Tron, then he's got Tron, and we just live with it. I don't think I'm in this place where I can try to play around. Like if he goes like O Stone or something, he goes O Stone. We're not in a place to play around it. Gotta hope to keep him off it. Okay, see, there we go. He's got 2 mana, still scrying. Okay, so now we have a window here. We have a chance. Not a big chance, but if I draw like Stub or something, I have a few looks at it. We could be in good shape. Tear Asunder is kind of interesting, but I think we're going to loot away this basic forest. So let's play Windswept Heath. Right, so we're going to do maximum damage. What the fuck is this? Oh, now he has Dismember. Okay. All right, well then our plan's not so good anymore. Now our plan is much worse. Still like to attack with my 3/3 though. Okay, we'll see what he casts here. There's a world where he casts something stupid. I can deal with it, like Worm Coil, and I can Tear Asunder it, or bind it. Or like Ring. Ring would be nice. Or he'll just like cast like Ulamog and I'll just lose. I guess he doesn't have mana for Ulamog. Right, I think it's 10 mana. I don't know. The 10 life. Okay, yeah. Now we wait. Okay, he's got the Tron online. Play something bad. Postone. Okay. I can make him crack it right away. I don't think that's that good, though. Sure. What else am I gonna do? Yep. I'm gonna crack this land now. I'll get another red source. Go Savai Triome here. Okay, we have pretty much nothing in hand. And we drew a basic. Sweet. I guess we'll try to cycle Zagoth at end of turn. We play, like, I don't know, something. Yeah, we're in trouble. Need more gas. Maybe just bricks a million times. Okay, we could Tear Asunder this in response. I don't think that gives us a whole lot, though. I don't care if he has the mana. He's got an unlimited mana already. Yep. Okay, so we could bind Karn. Okay. Could bind Karn or we can Tear Asunder Karn. Tear Asunder is good to deal with like anything, but I guess binding's also good to deal with anything. Another O-Stone. Okay. Sure, man. Is there any reason to do this now? Like, what could I top deck Bolt? The reason not to do this now? I kind of want to Tear Asunder. I can get Haywire Might if I Tear Asunder the O-Stone. I don't know. I guess this Urza Saga is going to probably kill me. Alright, I guess we'll just do this now. Be mana efficient. I guess I could wait on this, though. Maybe I don't need to. I have to hope he keeps, like, bricking. I guess I should have actually cycled... I don't know. I should have cycled the Triome there and then done this all on my turn. I didn't really need to do this right now. Like, what am I going to draw that's, like, 5 mana? Nothing. Yeah, I should have cycled the Zagoth first, I think. I could have done all this on my turn. Or at least some of it. Right, it would have been more mana efficient. Do you have Beseiju now? Oh, dude, you don't have anything. Get out of here. Sweet. So let's think here. We'll tap the basic. So green, cycle, green, red. Yeah, I kind of bungled that turn. Could have done that better. Stub, perfect, just what we needed. But basically nothing. And he's got an Ursa Saga. That will kill me. Yeah, so I could have cycled. I could have handled that last turn better. I definitely messed that up. I had the chance to cycle. I should have cycled. And when I had like mana to do it. I could have done the other stuff like on my turn or something. Maybe I could have binded on my turn. Or sundered on his turn. That Beseiju. He keeps trying to tap for a million. I don't know. This is gonna get any better, right? What's he gonna do? Exile each. He's gonna get his Karn back, I guess. Okay. I don't think I used the stub on this. It's like basically kill the Ugin to do it. Okay. Going with the Ugin beatdown plan. So I was trying to think if it would make sense for me to stub that so then he can't make Saga tokens. Yeah, I should have actually probably done that. Yeah, that's better. Maybe there's a world where that's better. Sweet. We could play this. We try to put Jegantha in hand. The game gonna go that long? Of course, like this game's gotten very grindy, and here I am like talking about how like, I have a fetch shock to do it, so I have to go down to 9. Put Jegantha in hand. I think that's not the worst. Yeah, I was talking about how Preordain wouldn't be good in this matchup, and then here we are, like with my opponent, like in a super grindy game. It's like, hey man, Preordain would be pretty good right now. 8. Okay, maybe there's a world where I get out of this. He'll get Karn back, I guess, but I can potentially stub whatever he tries to cast. Also, seemingly not playing with One Ring. Kind of confusing. Okay, well, I guess it's good I held on to this stuff. I wasn't getting a whole lot by doing this. Again, I don't think he has like a lot of juicy targets. Like he's not gonna have main deck. Like he'll get like Haywire Might most likely. Well, I'm assuming he's gonna try to do right now, and then try to get his Karn back. Although maybe he can grow his constructs big enough. Maybe my life total did matter, and I shouldn't have like just done what I did. Although I don't know. I think putting Jegantha in hand is correct here. So I should sack this. He'll gain 2 life, get Karn back. Yep. Yep. Notably, Ugin's kind of useless now. I mean, you can do 3 damage to me. I guess that's what he's going to try to do. But he does provide it somewhat of a clock. Maybe I should have. See what he gets here. Do you have enough for... I don't think he has enough to cast... I guess Wormcoil. Wormcoil is pretty good. I don't have Binding. I need Binding. Okay. I guess he can kill my Scion by attacking like this. How do I win? How do I win this? Right, because he could deal... Ugin can deal 3 damage to me, to my Scion, or you can deal 3 damage to me. I go to 2. For my outs. I guess I don't really have outs here. Right, I can like block this, kill Scion. I think it's just better off just going to 2. Just praying. I needed... Yeah, that's not going to do it. Because now he can do the whole Ugin, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, put 7 permanents from your hand onto the battlefield. Yeah, I guess I can try to hang on, right? I play Jegantha. I would have to chump Wormcoil. I guess I'll lose. Okay. Fine. Alright, well, we tried to fight the good fight. If we had Binding there, then maybe it could have been different. I could have binded Ugin or something. I don't know. Is what it is. I think we fared pretty well. Obviously, Preordain could have been good, but we fared pretty well considering we were on the draw and they had pretty good hand. They had Dismember and stuff for us. We keep this. I know this is a bad hand too, but I just can't. I can't mull Ragavan on the play against Tron. Obviously, if he has Dismember, then he has Dismember, but the world where he doesn't. Maybe I should mulligan this and just try to get like a 1-drop into a 2-drop because that's a better start. But I think there's a chance I draw into action with this. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't mulligan this. I think his hand's fine, but obviously if it's like comes down to like, do they have Dismember on turn 1? And that's gonna be like, and do I just draw another land or do I draw a 2-drop? So maybe as a 7, like this hand needs too much help against Tron. I'm not sure. I think this is a keep. I just don't have a 2-drop, which is like very problematic. So like even if I like connect with Ragavan, right now I only have Nacatl to play. So I'm not really accelerating my clock that much. But I don't know, there's upside to this hand too. Moment of Truth, do you have Dismember? We'll do 5, so there's a world where he doesn't have Dismember. Is it this world? No. It is not this world. Okay, GG. It's not that bad, but it feels so bad. I don't know. Again, this is like, I think this hand was a keep. He mulled to 5. He had to have exactly Dismember. We have like a ton of damage in hand, but you know, there's a world maybe he doesn't have turn 3 Tron. Okay, we're in that world. Okay. So what are we trying to find? Something to answer their Ursa Saga would be very nice. That's something to answer their Ursa Saga indeed. So I guess the question is, do I want to kill the Ursa Saga right now? I think I have to, right? Yeah. I don't think there's a point in waiting. Yeah, next turn we can set up for double Tribal Flames, which will be lethal unless he puts out like a Haywire Might or something. Look like that's what he's doing. Yeah, I think we got this one in the bag. Barring some disaster, but here he played a land. It's Tron, but it's too slow, and he doesn't even get Tron. He has Power Plant. Now we just need to get Savai Triome. All right, well, that was a very timely top deck. Let's see here. We have 5 types. We have double red. We just need to get whatever colored land. Basic, it doesn't matter. We get Kavu too. Okay, let's do some damage. Let's go red, green. Tribal Flames. Get a forest. Go green, red. Turn 4 win. All right, we got there. 4-1. We had the loss to I think that was match 1 to the Reanimator kind of Asmo Warrior's Vengeance deck. I think that deck's a tough matchup. It kind of attacks from so many angles, and it's just like Asmo is very good against our deck, and like me not having Rest in Peace hurt in that game, but also me not seeing Graveyard Hate hurt too. Me not seeing Hidetsugu. So we kind of have like the sideboard tools, I think, for that Reanimator matchup and or the food kind of Reanimator stuff. We just didn't really see them. So, you know, we lost kind of like 2 close, grindy games to that. And I guess you can say I did have the like I should have played more to my outs in that game one that I lost because I chumped with I didn't keep like I think it was a Kavu and a Brawler on the field to do 10. I should have done the math there of like, okay, my outs are Tribal Flames attack or something like that, or Preordain into some bolts. You know, I had outs and I ended up, I probably could have won that game one is what I'm saying if I had played better and thought about my outs at the end there, and I got my opponent to 1 life, but I would have gotten them. I would have killed him. All right. Anyway, overall, how did it feel? I don't know. I like Nishoba Brawler. I mean, we saw it against Scam. Like, yeah, sometimes you end up blocking a Ragavan, and then they play Bowmaster, things like that. But I think the down. I'm not. I don't care that much about that transaction. It's kind of ends up being I guess a 1-for-1. He's training his Ragavan for my Brawler. So I don't know. Maybe it's not the best transaction, but I don't hate that. And I actually think the trample from Brawler can be very relevant, and in fact more relevant. So again, I don't know if we actually got our Brawler bolted at all, but I just feel like right now there's not been as much bolt in the meta, so I like it. And I just love having Brawler always turn on stubby D. So how did we feel about having Plains back in the deck? I mean, I guess it was nice certain times. I don't know that it made that much of a difference. We didn't play any matchups that pressured life total that much, I don't think. That's where it can make a difference to have that Plains main deck versus sideboard. Same with Blood Moon, but we didn't see a Blood Moon. We did play against Scam. Overall, though, yeah, I still like Preordain. I think you saw it like basically win a few games by just like you cast that Preordain on turn 3 or turn 4, dig for the answer you need, and then it ends the game right there. So I like that a lot. I think the tricky part with playing with Preordain is just that you have to, you have access to a lot more decisions and sequencing and things like that. So you really have to decide. Because I think I did have a kind of a punt against Scam when I preordained into, I left a stubby D on top when I probably didn't need it and probably should have just dug for like another threat or something. So anyway, overall, I think this list feels great. I think between Brawler and Goyf, just kind of play what you feel like playing. They're both pretty close. I think the edge for me is Brawler. In terms of sideboarding, we played a little bit of Tormods. I don't know if I guess we did get to Tormods once. Primarily, I like Tormods against Scam. It should be good against Merc, like any kind of graveyard deck, but I just like it 0 mana, and I liked it a bit here. So overall, I think the deck feels great. Again, I think it does require some tight play, but hopefully you guys learned something watching this, and you can go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of content, and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.